Interview.
Hi, I'm Steve Papoutsis, executive producer for Dead Space 2. So what we looked at today is about halfway through the game, and what's going on is Isaac is racing to meet up with some mysterious people that he's kind of hooked up with in the game. And at this point of the journey, they've discovered that the Sprawl has had the power turned off. So Isaac is actually going up to this solar array that you see in the gameplay, and is actually trying to power the Sprawl with the use of the solar array beam. So he's manipulating these giant solar collectors and actually redirecting that to charge this giant laser that then shoots down and hits an installation on the Sprawl, powering up the Sprawl. In the next sequence after that, you're actually seeing Isaac race down to the Sprawl in what we're kind of calling a halo jump, where he actually jumps into that chair, gets jettisoned down towards the planet, and players will actually control Isaac's flight. So again, with Dead Space 2, one of the goals from day one has really been altering or augmenting the pacing of the game. The last game we had a very tense, slow build throughout, where every single corner you didn't know what to expect in terms of enemies jumping you. We want to retain that piece, but then also offset it with more sections where it actually feels more action-packed or even terrifying. So the idea behind the halo jump, coming out of that nice puzzle area where you're actually kind of floating around in zero-G, it's a whole different pace there. And then when you get jettisoned towards the surface, it's actually a big peak, right? So the idea is to just mix it up so players don't know what to expect around every corner. In terms of how much you'll see stuff like that, I think there'll be a nice smattering across the game, enough just so that the players don't know what to expect around every corner. Zero-G controls a lot differently in Dead Space 2. The idea behind it is we wanted to provide more freedom for the players. In the original game, we had point-to-point jumping. That was kind of a concession on our part. We really wanted to deliver on a cool, fun zero-G mechanic, but at the same time, we were developing Dead Space. So we had a lot of different things, a lot of balls in the air, so to speak. So when we kicked off Dead Space 2, that was one area that we targeted very early to try to enhance and kind of go back to what the original vision was for zero-G, which was that more free motion within those spaces. So in Dead Space 2, you're able to actually strafe left, right, look up, down, move, shoot at the same time, and also you'll have a thruster that will propel you quickly from side to side. So again, in the video, you may have seen that enemy that I was battling, and you're actually able to kind of dart around and avoid the projectile she's launching at you. So again, the idea with zero-G in Dead Space 2, just like anything else that's related to the controls, we want it to be an improvement and an enhancement, and we definitely want it to empower our players to have the most fun possible. Dead Space 2 is going to be coming out on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC on January 25th, 2011.